In Ohio, they are literally testing a program where they will pay kids to go to school because the kids aren't going to school. And you might think we're talking about high schoolers. Yeah, they're offering to pay high schoolers. But they're also offering to pay kindergartners to go to school because that's the only way you can get kindergartners to go to school. They're going to pay them $500 a year plus a bonus if you graduate plus a bonus if you get good grades. Because there was 15% truancy before the pandemic and now there's over 31%. I can't imagine why. I mean, it's literally the number one issue we are facing in education. Not the fact that 90% of what you're teaching in schools is irrelevant. The problem with making everyone stay home for a couple of years is that they realize they don't really need to go. Like, learning is super important. I've been a teacher my whole life, and both my parents are teachers, and there's nothing more important than learning. But public school classrooms is not the best way to do that. Even though they've tried pizza day, they've tried playground hours, they've tried all the foo-foo stuff, and it just doesn't seem to work. This is a real quote. So let us talk about the immediacy of a payment in cash. Cash is king. Cold, hard cash. In God we trust. All others pay cash. So if that doesn't sum up how our politicians think, I don't know what does. And now the politicians are suggesting that we train all the kids in the country to be just like them. Corrupt pieces of shit. Politicians, I'm going to fill you in on something. Most of us, especially when we're young, actually have morals and ideals and desire to have a meaningful life, not just a cash is king life. And don't get me wrong, we like money, but we also have souls. Even though the public school system does a great job of beating it out of us, we're all born with this inherent desire to have some sort of meaning in our life. And there are few experiences more destructive to that desire than going to school for 8 hours a day and being told to shut up and sit in a chair and regurgitate answers that you're told are correct every day of your life for your entire youth. That does not feel like a meaningful life. And if you want kids to go to school, because kids are people, you have to make it feel important and meaningful for them. Even if it's not something they enjoy every moment of, because learning is difficult and learning is not always fun, it needs to feel meaningful. And I am not just speaking out of my ass. I have taught every age range from kindergarten all the way up to high school and college. So if you're a parent or a teacher and you're having trouble making education or whatever the heck feel meaningful and important to your kids or to the students you're teaching, you should really check out this book from Howard Glasser and all of Howard Glasser's work around what he calls the nurtured heart approach. Cheesy name, life-changing system. Because the obvious fact that these lawmakers are completely oblivious to is that you cannot force people to learn. You can force them to attend, but you cannot force them to learn. And attendance without learning is absolutely useless. It's a waste of everyone's time. Hence why they're not attending anymore, because they're not learning when they attend, so they don't attend. So the most important thing you can do to get kids in school and to get them engaged is to engage with them on their terms in ways that they want to engage, that feel meaningful to them. Offering to pay them cash to attend only teaches them that the world is even more meaningless than they already knew. Instead, teaching them that learning and becoming a person is an awesome thing to do and you're there to help them do it, now that might get you somewhere. I'm telling you, you read this book, your entire parenting, your entire education, everything you do with kids will change forever. This even works on adults. I do this stuff with my friends all the time. Or is this a good idea? You tell me. Because I can't think of a dumber idea than the fact that